Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today we're looking at a tournament battle, but I'm not gonna advertise as such just because I'm only gonna do this battle in particular because it's an interesting battle. and Here we see Sir Daniels using the second Indianhead and against Fitz who's using the third Fallschirmjäger on Maverick. Sir Daniel is using it on balance. And why did I decide to show this battle? It will last just about 40 minutes, guys, so be prepared for that. But why I show this battle is because I have a profound hate for the third Fallschirmjäger. That's true. That's true. And if you are on Discord or on Steam Forum, probably you've heard me whine about that more than once. And now here we have a battle that shows the third Fallschirmjäger being played in a tournament setting. And while there has been some like this in Division 5 and 4, I think, this is a high level top division players here. We have Division 2, and these are very good players. So I wanted to showcase this battle in particular, and I want to see how a top level player will play the third Fallschirmjäger compared to, newish people you see on quick play and rank play, and how a top level will try to defend themselves against the third Fallschirmjäger. It is known that it's a very, very good division. There are a few exceptions, a few couple of people who keep saying, no, 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 it's nothing. Don't worry, I can beat them. So it's not OP. And to say I them congrats, to them I say congrats. To me, it's a whole other story. So, without further ado, let's show the deployment style. And here we have Sir Daniels. You can pause and here you can see the names here: Rangers, Engineer, M5. Yeah, you can pause and see what he does here. Pretty good defense. Usually, well, there's almost always an attack here, so that's a good defense and nice position here. Probably a machine gun or a recon or some sort. Here we have these going in the town. Not a lot. There's not a lot. There's decent defense around here, but to protect that flag, I think he's gonna be very defensive on it. This guy here is probably a machine gun in order to side shoot any attack here. This is probably just a rifle to help. Who knows? And here we have a very aggressive move. There's not even a single person in the back in case this attack fails. So if the attack fails, that means all of this will be open to the enemy. And this machine gun goes there, a classic. And there you have the third Fallschirmjäger here with two Pioneer, and using this road is pretty dangerous, but alright, so they're going there. These guys are only going there. These guys are going to be coming here. So overall in town you have a good spread of units. And this is what he's using. He's using the famous Pupchen 88mm, extremely strong AT. And here he's being pretty defensive, like one of the most defensive passive deployment I've ever seen. Usually you actually get something in there. So yeah, let's start this game. Oh, by the way, I didn't say, but in case you haven't noticed, in red is Sir Daniels and in blue is Fitz. Okay. Pupchen is arriving first. There we go. We can see the stat now. It got 200mm penetration with 40% accuracy on regular. He's one vetted, maybe twice soon. No, he won't be twice. with a range of 750 meters. So that's important to know. So he probably can shoot around here or something like that. He's gonna advance a little bit more. Boy, that is a lot of person. I guess Sir Daniels expected a lot of people coming in here, and I would have expected the same, but there's in actuality absolutely nothing. Now he's made a big push here. Now you can see how Sir Daniel, knowing he was gonna go against the third Fallschirmjäger, he's got vet on everything. Rangers, a bazooka. He's got an officer here. They're all coming at 2-star originally, and his town defense here is 1-star. So here we have the Sturmjäger with the Jaeger here, putting some suppression on that guy. That guy is being shot by the rifle as well at long distance. So the Sturmjäger goes down, to my surprise. And there you go. Bazooka kills the SPW. So you never want to advance your vehicle like that. But if you do, you're taking a chance. This is being contested now, and there's nothing coming for it. Oh yeah, okay. There's the Jaeger. Pretty strong here. Mortar is going to be used to weaken the defender. Actually, they're the assaulter, because this is a flag that belongs to the paratroopers. Now, there's no attack being made here, which is odd because Fitz is in Maverick income. And in Maverick income, you want to push hard in phase A. And then you capitalize on all those push in phase B with the 170 income. But there you go. Fitz is not pushing very hard. Sir Daniels is doing all of the work here of pushing. He's captured that flag already, so he's captured that flag, so he's got 2 flags to his name that shouldn't belong. But he did lose this flag here, and I don't think there's anything he can do to capture it back right now because there's decent defense. But I thought maybe he was gonna go with that. Now these are machine gun troops. Now Fitz is he's throwing bombs on his own guys, and these guys are falling back into the enemy. Oh, but they're going back the other way now. So that was a major blunder. He did not check his artillery much as he advanced. These guys are heavily suppressed, and they're gonna be quick meat for the Rangers. Such a shame, such a shame. There's a lot of troops you can see in the map, but there's no movement really. This is where the action is. There's an SPW, but that's not going to do a lot because it can shoot in the forest. Now we have troop movement here. Some defensives coming down the line. There's a Sherman entering the battlefield. He's going to defend those rifles. You can see the rifles are being heavily suppressed, but now the same thing's going to happen to these Jaegers. Stug coming in for the kill on the Sherman. He's going to retreat the Sherman now, as we can see. And Stug loses his aim because we saw him start moving, and Stug will not shoot while moving. So instead, he's just going to stand there and do nothing. SPW going down to something, I don't know what. The forest fight here is going fine for the paratroopers. There's still one ranger. Leader might die here. Sir Daniel kind of sees this and retreats back to his leader. Leader's not gonna tough. But leader has TNT, so now both are gonna die. Nah, but these were pretty damaged. Ranger's gonna do some work on these guys. This is a close battle. There's reinforcement coming, but just to secure this area here. And that's too bad he didn't bring more troops to kind of defend against that. He's going to bring his marauders forward and maybe get a kill on that thing. No, he's going to just stop here. So, a pretty solid line of defense here. good support weapons to kill infantry, good veterancy on all unit. Now it is 12-12 with Sir Daniel still contesting this area, but soon that's going to be lost. Oof. That's going to be lost, and it's going to be 13-11 for Fitz. More reinforcement being brought up in this forest. Now it is 13-11 for Fitz. Stug is shooting at the heavy machine gun here. If you want the stats. Still massive defense here. You can see the troops. Well, first of all, they're all 3-star. So these were made to defend here. And you can see there's just beside the M3. So not only will these be able to throw TNT and do a good damage on infantry, but the infantry is going to be fucking pestered by these half-tracks here. Which is a great tactic. There's no reason to go deeper into the forest. And that's a good way to take care of paratrooper infantry. LG-42 coming in here for some reason. Fitz is not being aggressive whatsoever, and this was his time to be. He doesn't look like he's pushing here. He could probably destroy all of that. Especially with this reinforcement here, I would have just pushed with all that. But he didn't. Artillery coming in the form of howitzers. Mortars 107 here. Want to look at the stats? It's not shooting at anything. Here we have the M4 machine gun suppressing the BF-109 along with the Bofors. So these are going to do quite the number on that one. Probably going to die too. Just look at it. Rusting away by the second. It's not dying, but... Oh, it could be. No, it's not going to be dying. Close though. Very, very close. There's more mortars on the way here. This is still uncontested, and there's now M10 destroyers coming in to side shoot stuff. Great idea, great idea. And there's an HE as well vehicle right here, ready to be called around here or here at a moment's notice. The front line is just getting thicker and thicker here for both of our opponents. Fitz is finally making the move here, 30 seconds before phase B. So if he does capture, and I think he will, what is that? Oh, there's the fucking howitzer shooting at point blank range. Point blank. By that I mean unrestricted by a line of sight. Like you can see the enemies over there. It doesn't look like it's shooting though. That's unfortunate. There you go. It's gonna take aim towards... Is that the LG-42 shooting? It looks like it. Yep. That is a waste. Oh, well. I guess it killed it. P-47D coming in to support the infantry. Kills one Jaeger, that's pretty good. MG is being pinned down, is going to die soon with the bazooka. It doesn't look like Sir Daniel sees that because he... There you go, now he sees them, they're falling back. M4, who's going to come in and save the day probably, hopefully. None of these infantry has bazooka. So this one has. The Jaegers here, they do have that. The Sturmjäger doesn't, but they have pretty powerful stuff as well. Recon coming in with a ground recon with bazookas. Now he's bringing some Pupchen here to kill any incoming tanks, which is a good idea. He's gonna capture this flag soon. He's got this flag now, so it's 14-10 for Fitz. I was gonna say a recon here would be good, but I guess he kind of does with the machine gun here. Pack 40. Is it gonna unload? Yeah. Flak 36 coming in to help against the air, the P-47. Although P-47 have been bombing here, and there hasn't been a plane in town. I think town is pretty well guarded from both camp right now. All I could see dislodge that is a off map. Rangers, they suppress the Pioneer pretty good. Ranger bazookas and Ranger flamers took care of that, no problem. Engineers coming. M4 Sherman is stopping everyone from coming around here. There's the Pupchen coming in though, but are they going to be met against the Ranger? Here's a BF 109, not doing much, really not doing much. Here the Allies have anti-air capacity just by their tanks and half-tracks alone. Nothing happened on other fronts. He's captured back this. Pupchen died. Both of them died to the Ranger and these guys. He's bringing more Jaegers. Almost another wizard that died from early on from spawning. There's a P-47 here. Is gonna make a number on some infantries. Kills the Pioneer. Sherman is coming down to the rescue. He's gonna kill that Panzer L6 like it was nothing. The engineers are gonna be able to capture back this from the Jaeger, that's for sure. More officers coming in. They're gonna boost the defenses. Is there a commander? No. For a second we saw this one going to 3 stars, so I was wondering if there was a commander, but that was weird. $14-10 for Fitz. You can see he's starting to be a little bit more aggressive, but you know, I think if he started pushing with everything would be much better. The M4 died here to the Pupchen most likely, and this is unfortunate for Sir Daniels because it's the only armored he's got on the map. No, that's a lie. He's got another Sherman here, but it's pretty dangerous to venture out in the world knowing there's Pupchen, Stugtree, and bazookas. But here comes the off map to the rescue. You have one of these in almost every single game in the top division, so it's not a big surprise. There's ever more pressure here. Fitz is moving much more with his vehicle here. Don't know why he doesn't put infantry here. There's two officers right beside each other. That's too bad. This one's gonna go there. Hopefully in time. Well, not hopefully. I hope he dies. Actually, I hope the paratrooper dies. But hopefully for him, he's actually getting out because this is probably gonna die. This is a 203 millimeter. It's gonna hurt. Panzer tree going down. Panzer L tree. A lot of Hellcats are coming in the zone. And these are going fast. 96 kilometers an hour. It's the second fastest vehicle in the game. There's nothing that beats that. Well, I just want to put. I want to hide HUD, but I can't because this fucking window is on top of it. There you go. The off map did its work. There's another off map here, probably to cancel out the reinforcement that might arise from coming here to bolster the defenses that were damaged, and also to stop whatever was able to retreat from coming back. BF-109 fighter bomber coming in for the M4 for the infantry, but misses his shot completely. (13-11) now for Fitz. Oh, ouch. So, you know, obviously, Sir Daniel here is playing very defensively. Most likely, it is to wear out the enemy because possibly, you know, the Fallschirmjäger won't have an enormous amount of infantry. So, and he does with the 3rd Canadian. So with the 2nd Indianhead. So maybe he wants to try to wear the enemy out and hoping he's not going to have as much infantry as he does. Sir Daniel is going to recapture this, and it's going to turn the game back to 12-12. Lots of reinforcement here. Engineers, Hellcat, I mean, Rhinos. This is a allied fest. Pretty dangerous to have them on the road like this. So overall, this is a pretty mellow little game here. Nothing huge happening. Sorry guys, I had to take some energy bar because I'm falling asleep here. It's fucking 12:22. It's noon and I'm falling asleep. And I guess this is what happens when you get a baby in the house. I'm just fucking constantly tired now. You know, you wouldn't sleep at night. And my wife and I, we kind of I would stay up one night and then the next day she would stay up and we'd shift like that, and it started working good, but then it started being fucking 40 degrees Celsius around here and the baby just wouldn't sleep at night because he was too hot. So it took us a day to realize that. And I think we have a better system now where we sleep train him and we kind of make him realize that the day is the day and the night is the night, because babies don't actually, they don't get that at first. And last night he slept pretty well, but still, I'm still recuperating from those sleepless nights. Now you can see the rhinos are doing a number on the enemy. One's gonna get destroyed there by the Stug, maybe. One down. I think one went down. Not yet. Oh, look at that. Hellcat is backing up like it never backed up. Jesus Christ, that was a fast backup. It's almost impossible. Now this is better action. Good stuff right here. Everywhere along the front we see tanks fighting it out. Smoke, infantry. Well, look at this guy backing up. Look at that. Holy Christ. That's crazy. Here, let's stay with the action though. It looks like Sir Daniel hasn't lost too much ground. The church was here. He's actually gaining ground, I do believe so. It's hard to say. Constant use of mortars we see around the map. This Tugi is gonna get a side shot. Ooh, that hurts. Planes going down in the distance. Whoa! Stug is coming down to this guy. This guy now is pretty damaged now, but he's still kicking. Now clearly Sir Daniel's making headways now because he's at the church. It looks like the fight is calming down. Off map going on. Here's the infantry. It looks like they're getting flanked a little bit. Alright, the fight seems like pretty much over. Let's go look at the result here. Now we can see a cemetery of things still exploding. Stugs are dead here. Wow. Sir Daniels indeed made headways here, but he got flanked pretty bad though. And now we're gonna see the more reinforcement and half maps coming in. No more water, that. Nothing really moved over here. There's a bit of a push here. Not much, but enough to give him the flag. So it is still 13-11 for Fitz. Rhino here is dominating the space. Mortars are still being shot. This one is out of ammo, but it looks like Fitz doesn't have supply trucks or doesn't use them because he's busy actually bringing reinforcement everywhere along the map. Now, guys, this is C phase, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it at 30? Is it 10 minutes each? Yeah. It's not C phase yet. Or am I mistaken? 10? Yeah, no, it's every 10 minutes. So Fitz still got an income advantage over Sir Daniels. But he's got so much trouble keeping his space here. And it's going to be scary when the 30 minutes mark arrive. As Gigi Kringle said to me, it's always interesting to see a Maverick versus Balance game when the 28-minute marks happens, because this is when the shift is starting to approach. The Maverick players become desperate and they need to push at that point. But here he doesn't have that big of an income. He hasn't made that big of a difference. He's a bit more past half points, but when the point difference here is gonna clock in, is gonna arrive, it's not gonna matter that much. It looks to me like Sir Daniel is just gonna be able to steamroll through the opponent, and to me it sounds impossible to beat the third Fallschirmjäger. So kudos to Daniels. And yeah, look like he's finding a war of attrition. You know, he's not pushing too much. He's, you know, like conserving his space just enough, making little headways. But overall, he doesn't provoke the enemy if he doesn't have to. Now, Demolition Group are gonna destroy that Jaeger if they see him. Flamethrower, Bazooka, 9 M1 Garand, 2 Carbine. Yes, please. You can see they're not coming in any vetted. This is the probably in preparation of C phase. Okay, M4 Rhino still dominating the space here. Wait, that's a new guy. There's our guy. Yeah, he's still dominating the space around church. This is his area of control. He had a great moment fighting there earlier, and we'll see if he'll be able to repeat this fighting there. But it looks like Fitz doesn't have anything to throw. Now this is his Tug 3. It's 80 point. It's 1 minute of income for him. Not yet, but soon will be. This is just gonna get steamrolled now. Like, look at that. There's a lot of rhinos. There's demolition groups. They're gonna be twice vetted as well. No, just once. And these are gonna do a big number on the Fallschirmjäger. Rhino's coming in here. So now that he's got the income advantage, he's probably going to arrange some type of push. LG-42 might kill 1 or 2 vehicles, but even with this mass of infantry, this is not going to be able to defend. Pack 38 coming in for the kill. Here is going to reveal himself for absolutely nothing as well. So that's pretty bad. And is that a APCR? No, it wasn't. He's got a pretty good hold here with the Pioneers. Panzerschreck's gonna try to come for that M10. There you go. It's aiming. It's dead. And for Sherman with a couple of rhinos around here. Just holding the ground. And I don't know what Daniel is waiting for. Maybe he wants to build up his troop a bit more before pushing. Which is a good idea. I mean, he's still got 12 minutes to capture one single flag. That's going to be easily done if done right. So he's not rushing into it, but would have been much better if he was rushing, because there's nothing here that's going to hold him up. Of course, he doesn't know that. Lots of M5, MCAT, rhinos. This guy's kind of stuck in the house. Ooh, what was that? This guy. That was this guy. Xylophone shot that. These are going to be badly suppressed, but not sure if the demolition group will make it in time before they catch on back. But no matter, they're not going to be able to throw their TNT against these troops. So this is a sure win for Sir Daniels. He lost that flag here, and he's captured that one. No, not yet. It's 12-12 now. He captured this one, and it's going to be in his favor. Fitz, obviously, he's got nothing left to give. I mean, there's nothing arriving. His infantry cost the FS Jaegers 35 points, and he's got 80 income. And you've got this mass of troops now all there. Now is this time to push. Here he's bringing, every minute he's gonna bring two infantry, two stuff. This is dying. I'm surprised by that. Smoke is gonna come here. And there you go. Smoke is coming. He's gonna prepare his little push here. It looks like these were... No, these did not go into battle. It looks like these abstracts actually came to die around here. And there you go, guys. This is game for Sir Daniels. I mean, I'm just gonna skip this part because we're just gonna see him steamroll over his opponent. Actually, let's maybe... I was gonna say let's watch this, but not even, because there's nothing there that's gonna help them. There's not gonna be anything cool to watch. It's just, you know, tanks going through the smoke. I guess it is kind of cool to watch. And yeah, they're just gonna throw everything out. Let's advance this game. And he's still not being very aggressive. He knows he's got time now. Nothing to worry about. More Stug. Actually, Recon coming in. He's advancing pretty aggressively. Alright, good guy Rhino here. Roosevelt is backing up. Will he survive the whole war? The whole battle, at least. Probably. Pushan now died. Flag is being contested here. 13-11 for Sir Daniels. This is more than contested. This is gonna be the downfall of the Purge Troopers. P-47 still kicking, still alive. What? No! Our guy, he died. Ah, this is too bad. By that Stug over there. Here you go. Oof, ouch. 107mm mortars making their round their shot count, killing the mortars over here or suppressing it badly. Now he's captured this back, 59. And now what's happening is Fitz needs to reinforce every front, and he's not going to be able to do that with 80 points. And there you go. Oh, there you go. And look at look at that. The rifles, they cost how much? 30. Oh, they're still very expensive, but he's got the points for it. And yeah, so I guess this is how you beat the paratroopers. Although to be honest, Fitz did a lot of mistakes um, in his play. Well, a lot. He did some major blunders here against Sir Daniels. Everything Fitz did would have probably worked on me. I would have been destroyed by Fitz, that's for sure. Kill list here, pretty good kill that for Sir Daniels. Off map. Roosevelt, that's our guy. He killed one Stug, and two Jaeger. Good for him. He did good defending around that church. Too bad he died. I heard the gunner and the driver survived, but the rest KIA. Yeah, anyway, the demolition groups did exceptionally well as well. Nothing out of the extraordinary for the other guys. Here, all the troops did pretty good so far, and then nothing exceptional again. But at first, these guys all did pretty good for themselves. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've learned something about this on how to beat the 3rd Fallschirm Jaeger. This was very educational, at least for me it was, and I am taking notes. So I'll see you on the battlefield. Goodbye.